Now, I know I'm going to sound crazy in this video. I know that. I'm not saying this to start something in my comment sections. I'm not saying this to, to whatever. But I truly believe this. As I'm thinking about it now, I thought about it all day at work today. I thought about it. I thought about it again. And it just makes it makes sense. It makes sense right now. Now bear with me for a second. I think the Knicks need to part ways with Carmelo Anthony. I do. I know. Just listen. Shut up. Just bear with me for a second. They're 12-10. They're in the East. They're 6 right now. Okay. They're 7-3. Right. They're 7-3. Does this team have a chance against Cleveland? Does this team, let's be honest. If you're a Knicks fan and you're listening to this, do they really have a chance against Cleveland? Do they really have a chance against Toronto? Do they have a chance against? Do they have a chance against Milwaukee? I like Milwaukee. Does this team have a chance against Chicago? And when I say that, let's not think about like on a one game, late flight in. Let's not talk about regular season. Let's talk about 7 games. You got to beat this team 4 times in 10 days, right? Whatever it is. Do you see that happening? Do you see them beating Atlanta? Now Atlanta's 2-8. They're 11-12 right now. They're not in the playoffs, but we're talking about, let's say Atlanta's in the playoffs. Let's say that for a second, because they're going to make the playoffs. Atlanta's going to make the playoffs. So, do you see them beating any of those teams? Even Boston. Do you see them beating Boston in a 7-game series? I'll go down the list right here. Let's go down the list. Right? Let's go down the list. Atlanta. I don't think they're beating Atlanta in a 7-game series. Atlanta's too good of a team. They move the ball. Got some outside. They got some inside. In a 7-game series, I'm picking Atlanta. Give me Atlanta in a 7-game series. Chicago. Give me Chicago in a 7-game series. I'll take Chicago in a 7-game series over the Knicks. Give me Milwaukee. I even take Milwaukee. Give me Milwaukee. Give me Milwaukee in the 7-game series. Give me Boston. Give me Toronto. And, of course, give me Cleveland. Now, I think they can beat the Hornets. I think they can beat the Pistons. The Pacers. Could they beat the Pacers in a 7-game series? They could probably beat the Pacers. Wow. I don't know. Because I'm not liking what I'm seeing in the Pacers so far this year. I picked them to be like second. I think I picked them to be second in my predictions. Could the Knicks beat the Pacers in a 7-game series? I think the Knicks could beat them. From what I've seen so far, give me the Knicks over the Pacers, the Heat, the Wizards, the Magic, the Nets, my Sixers. All those other teams, they're not going to beat them. Are they going to, how good are they going to be next season? They got questions with D Rose and contract extension. You got Phil Jackson and the Carmelo Anthony thing going on right now. What I think is best is to get something for Carmelo before Carmelo starts acting out. Carmelo's going to be 33 next year. LeBron has a chance at another championship. Kevin Durant has a chance at a championship. Kawhi Leonard has another chance at a championship. When I'm thinking about just stars, superstars. Steph Curry, another championship. So when I look at it, I say at some point the Knicks have to look around and say, how good can we possibly get with Carmelo? Who can you get to New York to want to play with Carmelo that will make them a contender in the East? You have one of the best offensive scorers the league can possibly have in Carmelo Anthony. And for some way, somehow, what did I pick there? 5, maybe about 5 teams. 5 teams out of the 15. What did I pick? Somewhere between that, right? 5 or 6 teams I picked that's better than the Knicks in a 7-game series. I would, if I was the Knicks, I would not sign Derrick Rose. I don't know where Carmelo goes. I don't know how you get rid of him. I don't know if you can't possibly. I don't know. You can't do anything with the Celtics for Carmelo. That would be ridiculous to trade him to Boston. I don't know what you do with him, but at some point you have to rebuild this thing to get some young guys that play well together. At some point, because you can't. And tell me if I'm wrong. I don't see the Knicks being able to attract anyone to go to New York to play with Carmelo. Who could they possibly get? A Chris Paul? I mean, I know Golden State and Curry and whatnot, but really? I don't know, man. Get in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. I'm saying, listen, Knicks, do it now rather than later. You have to rebuild this thing. At some point, you're gonna have to. Just looking at that roster, Carmelo's age, Derrick Rose, it's just 12-10, 7 out of 3. I know, but still, it's their knees. So what are you gonna do, guys? Get in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. If you were the Knicks, what would you do? I mean, what would you do? Would you get rid of Carmelo now? Would you tell me whatever? Get in the comment section. Let me know. Check out the playlist for other movie reviews, sports content. Like this video, share this video. Till the next video, I'm out.